Hey guys, it's Ken
and Han, and Happy New Year!
Ooh. We're doing our annual New Year's resolution video. I live for these videos. I love watching back ours every year and seeing, like, did I meet any of the goals? We actually watched it last night, which was kind of fun.
We did.
This always, like, just inspires me to start off on a good note.
Just hop right into it, why don't you?
Okay, so my first one, and probably my most important one, I wrote, I'm looking at my notes by the way, is make my health my number one priority, and I, in parentheses, wrote mental, physical, and nutritional. I always find an excuse, I always find a reason that it's not to skip something, to not do my best, and I want to change that mindset, specifically nutritional. I've talked about it a little bit, but I got put on this new diet because I have IBS, and I want to focus on that. Obviously, mental and physical is just as important, and I've slacked a little, so time to turn it around.
Okay, my first one. This is probably my best one.
Oh, no.
So I'm really just going to start off strong, and I'll explain maybe just like a tiny bit. But just in general, I want to be less uptight because I feel like I've gotten better. I want to be more go with the flow and more like relaxed when it comes to things and when it comes to life. I definitely have a personality that's more like so if you know what it is, you know, that's literally roasting myself, but it's a fact. So don't come for me because I'm literally admitting it. And the first step is admitting it. So I'm already halfway there. Thank you very much.
You sound like a recovering addict. Like, first up, acknowledge my issue.
Okay, but for real.
No. I'm proud that you're self-aware enough to realize that. My next one is have better discipline. And what I mean by this, I'm very much like, oh, I'll start next week. Oh, like, next month will be my month. Like, I always think that the moment hasn't come yet when really the moment is now. Even starting my next meal, starting my next exercise, starting whatever I'm trying to improve, like, I don't have to wait for the next day. I can literally do it that day. And I think that just comes through discipline and being like, I know this is good for me. Even if I don't want to do it, I'm going to do it right now because it betters me.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
My next one is to get more into fashion and actively try to put together an outfit that I like every day. I know that's a bit ambitious to say every single day, but dream big because I just want to be more put together on a daily basis and feel better in what I'm wearing on a daily basis, and actually try to buy pieces that can make outfits that are something that I'm proud of and that I enjoy wearing and that I feel confident in, and figuring out what my real style is.
I don't know if you're gonna know that I want to do this, but I want to make, sell, and buy an NFT. I just think, do you know what an NFT is?
I think, but tell me, just to make sure.
From my understanding, it's basically a digital piece of art that holds the weight similar to like a stock or a cryptocurrency. When you purchase it or make one, if you purchase it, you could hold on to it and eventually sell it one day, kind of like, obviously the Mona Lisa's work is priceless at this point, but when it was made, it's only increased in value. And it's a little like out there, it's a little bit progressive, but I just see so many people making these NFT collections, and I'm fully capable of doing that and making hundreds of thousands of dollars. And honestly, I could do it literally tomorrow and never have to work a day in my life and just do NFTs. I just personally can't buy into the legitimacy of it until I have a little bit more money to do that. I just do think that type of currency is going to be the future, whether it's NFTs or crypto or whatever. I started investing last year, and this is my like version of that this year.
Next, and this is a general one, make healthier and better choices. And that's not even me saying like get in the gym consistently every day, eat broccoli and chicken. Like, it's not necessarily that. It's more just like overall in every aspect of my life, make healthier and better choices. Kind of like Kenna was saying, mental, physical, emotional, nutritional, this and that. And just making choices that truly make me happy and maintaining healthy mind, body, and soul.
That's a good one. This one I wrote down because of my experience on New Year's with my lovely, lovely friends. I love you all. But sometimes I invest more and worry about them more than I do myself. So I would like to invest as much in my life as I do other people. I feel like I don't tend to worry about myself, but I'll think a lot, and obviously my friends matter to me, but I need to matter more than my friends matter to me. So take their problems not with a grain of salt, and I do love being the person that most of my friends go to when they have a problem, but it does weigh on me, and I see how much it's affected my life.
I want to make more genuine friends and be more social and do more things. Well, the reason I say that is, one, because I want more friends and I want to be more social, and two, I know that I'm going to be starting some kind of new chapter this year, whether it's moving somewhere I haven't lived, getting a new job, applying to grad school possibly, and with that comes transition, and with that comes growing and becoming an adult and being in a new environment. And I feel like it's hard for people our age to make new friends, so I want to try to be more social and put myself out there more and make more friends and just talk to more people and figure out ways to make more genuine connections.
That's cute. I put be more intentional with my screen time. Something that I've really thought of recently is if I put half the time into myself that I do consuming stuff on a screen. Like, I admire these influencers and these people I follow on YouTube and watch their life and admire it, but if I spent less time watching them and more time on myself, like the places that I think really all of us could be, and like a note I put next to it was, I aim to consume less content than the amount that I make, which I don't necessarily think that means I need to be making a bunch of content, but like if I invested that in my own content or in my own career, like too much time is unwinding on your phone, whether it's social media, Netflix, YouTube, games, I don't know, there's just too much time on a screen.
My last few, unless I think of something revolutionary off the top of my head, are kind of more just like fun things that don't really have much meaning, but I want to get more tattoos. I know that sounds silly, but I do, and I have a couple in mind that I know I want. I just need to make sure my finances are right before I spend them on tattoos. But I have always wanted the number 13 just small somewhere because it's my favorite number. It doesn't really mean anything, but I just like it. And I want like a vintage looking teddy bear that's like standing up, not like a fluffy one that's like the ones you see everywhere. And then I want something in my grandpa's handwriting.
That's cute.
From a card he gave me.
I have a few more. I definitely want to read more. I started to this year. I'm a sucker for a hardback book, but I'm trying to get better about actually reading articles about topics that I care about so I can be more educated. But it's also a better way to like unwind. And then I also put make payments towards my college debt. And then my very, very last one, which kind of just wraps up all the things I've said, I want to have the mindset of if they can do it, so can I, and maybe even better, and then make a plan and do it. Like, I feel like I do a lot of dreaming and wishing and thinking, and I want to do more doing on that and like take the steps. Like if I want to make those NFTs, like just do it.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for?
Or are you talking about it instead of actually making it happen?
Yeah, like you have all the tools at your fingertip, like nothing's stopping you.
That's true.
And that's just an example, but everything. There's too many tools out there to not be doing what you want to do.
One is also read more. I said this in a different video that we just filmed, but I like reading, it's fun, and I like reading when I want to read. Like, I've always hated reading when it's for school because you're forced to, and it's usually not a topic that I enjoy. But when I find something that I actually want to read about, I really do enjoy reading, especially those page turner books that you just can't put down. God, I love those. So I definitely
start a book club.
Can book club with Ken Man.
That'd be a cute video every month.
That would be. And then my last one is I want to get more into music and find better and different music than the stuff that I always listen to, because yes, I love my Drake, I love my Ari, I love my like core people that I always listen to, but I want to find different artists that maybe are less popular or different types of music that I maybe don't always listen to now, and just expand my horizons in that sense.
That's brave of you.
So
sounds like my worst nightmare.
Really? I mean, there's a good amount of music that I have on my phone that I don't listen to it because it's not on my everyday playlist, and then I forget about it, and then when I shuffle my whole library, I'm like, oh, this is kind of good.
We love you guys. Comment down below any of your New Year's resolutions, because kind of like what I was saying, it's never, you don't have to do this at the beginning of the year. Like,
Sure, it's never too late. You could start a New Year's resolution in July.
right. It's just, this is just a fresh time to do it. And specifically with all the videos we do, I think we get really reflective and are like, oh, let's do that.
And it's always just crazy to look back, and I always forget what we've said the year before, and so having something to look back on and just like vocalizing it to somebody else is fun and helps. And
it's an accountability journal right here.
That's true. If I don't do these things that I'm saying,
because if I just wrote these down, I don't know if I'd go back and look to them as often as I do the videos.
Yeah, it definitely helps. So that is all. Hope y'all enjoyed.
Like and subscribe. Send this to a friend. Tell them to like and subscribe. Thank you. Please get us to 1,000 subscribers.
It really helps. It really does. And we really appreciate every little bit of support. So we'll see y'all very soon.
Bye.